Question of the week.
Yeah. Let's go with it. Let's just do it. We've been talking back and forth about it. The off-season question of the week is, who are your two early award winners?
I did everything that you had on the list.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm ready to go.
Oh, yeah, we'll go.
Okay. Offensive player of the year. I'm going to go Jamar Chase.
You just all want to go by category?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we're going to do that? We're all going to...
Or are we all just going to give our entire list?
We'll just do, like you said, let's do by category.
Yeah, offensive player. I'll go Jamar Chase.
Okay.
PP.
He's typing.
Sorry, I'm having to type too. But I am going to say that it is going to be... I'm torn between two people right now.
Tom Brady.
It's going to be Jimmy Garoppolo. No, it's going to be AJ Brown.
Okay.
Wow.
That's
what a... Okay. Anyways, AJ Brown. Sneaky, who you got?
Man, I really kind of want to choose Justin Jefferson again, but they usually don't go back.
I did too.
And that's why I didn't. Yeah.
It's tempting.
God, do they ever give it? They never give it to a quarterback.
That's why I didn't go yet.
Sometimes.
Every now and then, but yeah, it seems to be, it's like the skill position award.
Yeah.
Now that the MVP's pretty much been relegated to just quarterbacks.
Man, I think it's going to be Bijan Robinson.
For offensive player.
Bijan Robinson.
And I mean, spoiler alert, he's also my offensive rookie of the year.
It's gonna Bijan Robinson.
I think that dude's going to set the league on fire. Yeah.
Okay, bold prediction.
Very bold prediction.
Hot take. I like it. Mine's a lot simpler. Christian McCaffrey. I mean, did you see what Little League did in last year's, like with the 49ers, you know?
Yeah, I just don't think the Niners are going to be all that this year.
My thing is like, that was who I was torn between, Sam. Him and AJ Brown. The reason I went AJ Brown's because I think AJ Brown will play the whole season.
Injury, yeah.
McCaffrey.
Mine's risky just because McCaffrey probably will get hurt. But
and I genuinely hope that he plays the whole season.
If he doesn't, and he's on that Niners team, I think Shanahan is just...
I think he's got a way better chance of playing a full season with the Niners too, because they're not using him as a crutch.
Yeah, but I mean, look at their... But here's another thing with the Niners, like, that doesn't give me faith, is like, they are one of the more injured teams offensively the past 3 years. They always had running backs getting hurt.
That's true.
And it's not like Christian McCaffrey's been a staple of stability.
Staple of stability.
I don't know.
A stable of stability.
I like it.
Yeah. I was trying to figure
words. They're hard.
Yeah. Words putting together. Defensive player of the year.
Micah Parsons.
Yeah, can I damn it. I was gonna be like, probably just Micah Parsons, right? Like, does anybody think it's gonna be anybody else?
I think it's gonna be CJ.
CJ?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good choice too.
It is.
I'll take him at his word.
I'll say TJ. He says CJ, I'll say TJ. He can stay healthy.
Who?
TJ Watt. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good pick too. I think the Steelers look kind of scary.
I mean, if they get their offense figured out,
their first team offenses look pretty fucking good in preseason.
But yeah,
it looks way, way different than anything we saw last year out of Pickett.
Yeah, if Pickett and Pickens, if they can get that really going, man, it's gonna be scary.
Excuse me for a second.
Yeah. And PP, the old man's got to go take a dookie.
I get it. You know, every now and then, when you got to go, you got to go.
A Lamar Jackson is what we should say.
Or Paul Pierce. Well, Paul Pierce would have been if he didn't get up and go.
Right. Okay. He just went. Right,
he just sitting there and he just stews in it. He's like, "Ooh." God, the defensive one's hard. Especially just not double down, but
Oh, there's somebody on the Eagles you want to choose. Which defensive lineman do you think will get it?
I wasn't going to go into Eagle. I legitimately went AJ Brown because he had a fantastic year last year, and I think he's going to build on that being in the second year with him.
I think it's going to be hard for any of the Eagles' defensive line to get it just because
so many.
Well, yeah, it's so spread out.
Exactly. Yeah, you have so many mouths to feed.
The numbers are too spread out.
And I was like thinking about cornerbacks because I'm like all these D linemen, makes me think like I'm like a saucy pick. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, I see what you did there. Is that
Yeah.
is that it? That could be
Yeah.
it.
That's my pick. My saucy
Good
pick
pick.
is Sauce Gardner.
There
As
we go.
he went
Repeat.
defensive rookie of the year, and then he follows it up with a defensive player of the year because I
There.
think that getting to practice against Garrett Wilson every day in practice, that's making both of them better players. So,
Now,
Fair. I think he's got to play a way different lineup of receivers this year, though.
yeah, I mean, just in his own division, he's obviously gonna have a hard time because he's all, last year people pointed out he didn't play a tough schedule, but he did also still have to go against Stephon Diggs, the Dolphins receiving duo. That's 4 games out of the year that's not playing terrible
he
players.
looked
He
good.
did also play Mac Jones twice. With
But he passed the eye test.
yeah.
I don't know why they're now our next category.
Which one do you want to do?
Can we not include Mahomes? Because we're all gonna
Well,
say
let's save that one. Let's make that one the last category.
Okay.
So let's
Coach of the
go.
year?
You want to go coach or rookies? You can go coach.
Dan Campbell.
Oh, coach of the year?
Dan Campbell. Okay, that's not a bad.
Hey, if they win that division,
Yeah.
I think it's
Very
going to be Peterson.
Who?
Doug Peterson.
Oh, okay. Dougie.
I think the Jaguars are going to win 13 games.
Dougie Purr. P, who you got for coach of the year?
I really love Sneaky's pick there.
I knew you would.
That's a great pick. His second year with the team, but I'm not gonna piggyback on that.
Yeah, it's tough.
I'm gonna say Matt Eberflus.
That was my second choice.
That's not terrible because he's Bears and whatnot.
I think it's a little dark horse because it's really just dependent on
Yeah.
how good Justin Fields looks.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a tough one, but because I don't want to piggyback on your Doug Peterson pick, and I don't want to take an obvious Andy Reid or Nick Sirianni.
Right.
Well, I think it's hard for either of them to do it because everybody knows our teams are stacked.
And you're compared to what you did last year.
Yeah.
So
They're just never going to give it to Andy Reid, I guess.
yeah. He's never been deserving of it.
Yeah.
It's insane. Man, it's tough not to double up on one of those. I just had one. Who's the Vikings coach?
Kevin O'Connell.
Kevin O'Connell. There you go. If the Vikings do well again,
Right.
maybe. I don't know. He almost won it last year. Maybe he gets it this year.
Yeah, I'll give you another dark horse candidate, Matt LaFleur.
I was gonna say Matt LaFleur and another one that I had and Frank Wright.
Because if he does
They
do
come-
well, if Matt LaFleur does do well, Jordan Love.
Yeah.
Him and I think
That's my
and
pick.
and I think Frank Reich could also, because the Panthers are in a very winnable division.
Yeah, I just don't think that team's.
They're not a stacked team. They got shut out by the Jets in week 1, and they didn't look great in week 2. But
Green Bay seems like a better one.
that
Actually, you know what? We've named the entire NFC North. Those coaches.
oh my god.
Those coaches are winning.
So
Yeah.
you took the Vikings is what I put you down for, Sam.
but I could be the Packers.
But
Could
which
be the
one do you
Packers.
want it to be?
Maybe the Lions. That was a
I'm-
good pick too. But
if I
also
put
the
the-
Bears, because Eberflus like in Justin Fields. So, I'm going with the NFC North.
I'm putting you for Kevin O'Connell. Because I already typed it.
Parentheses NFC North.
We'll
NFC
remember.
in.
We'll totally remember that you said that.
I always remember every conversation we have.
Rookie of the year.
Everything else.
Offensive rookie of the year. Sam, you start this one.
Oh, good. Let me go through all the offensive rookies that I can name that aren't Chiefs players. Or quarterbacks. But wait, a quarterback could win it, right?
It's
Ah.
probably going to be a quarterback. History
Right.
tells you it's not going to be an offensive lineman, so
Anthony
you don't
Richardson. Anthony Richardson. There you go. That's my that is my offensive rookie of the year.
need. Yeah, I like that pick.
I keep forgetting, like, oh yeah, we can do a quarterback for this. So it's not like
I'll go
Offensive
second
player
and
of the
say
year.
Bryce Young. Not a saucy pick, but
no,
Yeah.
it's like pretty typical.
Oh, I already said Bijan.
you
Yeah.
did. Oh yeah,
You did say Bijan, and I'm going Jameer Gibbs, running back out of Detroit.
Well,
I
someone's
keep-
done their homework.
Keep your eye on Jackson Smith Enigma too.
yeah,
I
he's
am
looked
not
good.
prepared.
Yeah,
I am not prepared for fantasy this year, guys.
I'm not either, Sam. Don't worry, and it doesn't matter because I'm not gonna win it. So
I haven't. Oh
I
well,
don't
yeah.
have a
Tim, you
pick
don't
until
get a
the
pick until
fifth
the
round.
fifth round.
You're a dark horse. You're a dark horse.
my goal is to ruin everybody's season this year.
You don't get a pick until the fifth round.
I mean, if I could win this league without having a first round pick,
If
The-
I could
the
win this
shit
league
you
and
can
not having
talk.
a pick until the fifth round, I'm
The
gonna be
shit that
so
you can talk.
ecstatic.
But hey, man, come the fifth round, you're gonna have like so many picks. Like it's just like gonna be like two around.
I've
for
had a
you
great
out.
run the last like 3 or 4 years. I've made the play except for last year, but I started trading a little late last season.
it burns to finish second, man. I don't like it.
Do we have to do defensive rookie of the year? Because seriously,
Yes.
guys, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I'll give you mine right now. Christian Gonzalez, cornerback out of New England.
Okay,
Good pick.
I'll give you mine. It's the Eagles' new pass rusher. That I keep forgetting his name.
Jalen
The guy who
Carter.
got Jalen Carter. Yeah, the one that got all the trouble and shit. That guy.
God damn, that's gonna be my pick.
Yeah, I know. I knew it was gonna be somebody's. I thought probably P, so I had to steal it first.
Yeah, get it out of the way, right?
It's the only defensive rookie I could think of, and I couldn't even remember his name. Okay, so give me something.
No, I'll give you that. That's a great pick. And I don't disagree, but I'm not going to copy it. I'm going to go with Nolan Smith, the other Eagles rookie pass rusher. Because, yeah, I'm like you, Sam. I know not that many defensive rookies.
Like I don't remember the draft. You
I
guys.
want to remember more than I did. I'm sorry. I put them.
I remember like the quarterback thing that happened in the draft, and then like what the Chiefs did. But that's like,
Yeah.
Oh, and the Eagles trading up to 10 or trading back, trade
Trade up
you guys
to
had a bunch of picks.
from 10 to 9.
Yeah, there you go. Anyways,
Hey, the Eagles draft this year had like it's been a constant feeling of like finding $10,000 on the ground.
Dude,
Like,
as just a fan of it, like it was a draft like I've never experienced because I'm sitting there and I'm like, I really want Jalen Carter. And then I see the Eagles trade up and get Jalen Carter. And then I'm texting, talking about, man, I really want us to get Nolan Smith. And then boom, we come away with Nolan Smith. And then I'm like, man,
how the
Ringo.
fuck did those guys land there.
And I'm like, Ringo wouldn't be a bad option if we, for depth at corner. And then we fucking got him too. I'm like, oh, okay. Like,
amen.
I would like an upgrade at running back. Okay, we'll trade and get you. I was like, how the fuck are they hearing me right now?
Man,
And
you
it just
should
so
be
happened
you should be Howie's assistant.
All right,
I wouldn't tell him anything he doesn't know. Like how he's already making these decisions, like. And shit, like, I'm just glad we didn't need, like, if you need to draft a receiver with Howie, you worry. Unless he's going to trade for one, you're worried about what he's going to do with that draft. Luckily, Smith was a good pick.
You don't really need wide receivers right now. So,
Yeah.
all right.
I almost could say I think that
That's
Fonson Smith is.
Sneaky, did you do your defensive?
He is not yet.
I got to piggyback with Jalen Carter. Like, just really based on the fact that I don't know a lot of defensive rookies that have really stood out for me. So
Yeah.
It's a tough one.
That was the main reason I didn't piggyback, because I was like, man, I get that this is a hard one. Tim did the hard, dirty work.
He did.
Mm.
Tim brought up something. I'm like, oh wow, look at that.
I just looked up
He's not even.
That's a good
lists
pick.
of potential winners and then picked which ones I was like, yeah, I'll go with this guy.
I'll go there. That seems
Sweet.
good.
Let's lead off with you, Sneaky. And yeah, I like Sam's caveat. Like, let's leave Mahomes out of the list.
If,
Like,
if it's not Mahomes, because we
Well-
all think Mahomes could win another MVP, of course.
but I really do think that that's what's going to happen.
Okay, noted. Noted that you think it is probably going to be Mahomes, but if it was
who will be
somebody
runner up in your?
Okay, so honestly, I think it's going to be Jalen Hurts just because they're so thirsty to give it to him. Like, they wanted to give it to him with 22 touchdowns last year.
Yeah, if you don't count any rushing touchdowns, he finished with 22. You're right. Come on, dude. Like,
He had like
even
13
in your
rushing-
text when you're talking about Bruchel, you're including his rushing touchdowns into his stats.
I just said he had 3 touchdowns.
Saying
Jesus Christ.
one of those was rushing. one of those touchdowns was a rushing touchdown. If you're not going to count Jalen's, you're not going to count his.
And it was awesome. It wasn't him getting thrown it over the fucking pile by a guy that's usually playing on the other side of the ball.
Stop it. It's cool.
Bouchel's runs are impressive.
Jalen. Oh yeah, Jalen Hurts doesn't have any with his 700, almost 900 rushing yards. It's like 850 something.
Yeah.
Just saying. He had. I'm not even picking
All that
Jalen.
end up second. I know.
I'm not even picking Jalen Hurts as my MVP. Just
No. Who are you picking?
I don't want to pick yet. I want you to pick, Sam.
No, I want you to pick.
I want you to pick.
No, you pick.
I think it's gonna be Trevor Lawrence. I think they're hungrier to give it to Trevor.
I don't.
Yeah. Okay. Man, if he does well, like, can't argue too much with it if he does well.
Yeah, I think he's gonna have a good year.
Then it needs
You
to
know,
have
you know who I think they're really hungry to give it to? Joe Burrow, and that's
Yeah,
my
that is-
choice.
Yeah. Okay, and I'll be a little different, although not too different, and say I think another person who I think they really would love to give it to is Justin Herbert. You know they want to,
Oh yeah.
if he balls out.
Yeah.
But with the caveat that it's probably going to be Mahomes, right?
Yeah. I mean, like, all of these are. It's probably this would have just said Patrick Mahomes all the way down. Like,
Right.
we all
I
know that.
literally have MV Pat written.
I was like,
I didn't even write the category. I just wrote MV Pat.
yeah.
Justin Herbert is not going to get MVP without winning the division at the very least.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, there's no way he finishes second in the division. And
Hey,
gets,
Mahomes could get hurt,
Yeah, you don't know.
and then the Chargers would still somehow blow it.
You're
And
probably right. I mean, it could be Josh Allen. Probably not. It's probably not going to be Josh Allen.
it's not.
Nah, it's not gonna be Josh Allen.
Josh Allen's falling apart. I did add one, but it's going to be a collective, I think, agreement here. Comeback player of the year, DeMar Hamlin.
That one's like, yeah.
that's a lock.
That's what
Yeah,
I was. That's what
He
I think.
plays
It-
week
it's a
1, they
lot.
give him the award week 2.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
in all honesty, if he does well, I mean, like,
yeah.
power to him. I think you could also say it could end up being Odell Beckham Jr.
But that was going to be my
That's
pick.
another saucy candidate. But yeah,
I wonder if they give it to Aaron Rodgers if he has a good season.
that would be. I
Oh, dude, the insult. That'd be great.
Honestly, it's a serious question,
Yeah. Watch
I
him.
can't
no,
take it serious.
No.
but
Watch him give it to.
He killed P.
Watch him give it to Deshaun
He
Watson.
broke him.
no.
No, Sam.
Oh fuck!
That just really made me think of the fucking Parks and Rec fucking blooper.
Oh, comeback! Oh, Kim Kardashian
Yeah. Yeah, the video she got coming
back.
Just thinking, yeah, he got cum on their backs.
We weren't
Okay.
We weren't talking about Dwight Howard.
Oh wow. Okay.
Ray,
You
Ray
really went
J, I thought.
there. Yeah. Okay. There we go. There's our picks. You guys.
We did it. We did our off-season picks of the week.
We did it.